consumer landlines and mobile phones. You can also email us at thismorning@itv.com. And we'll need your emails by 11:15 today. You must be 18 or over.
Now then, he's the world's champion British boxer who has won titles and medals throughout his career. But Amir Khan's private life has become very public after scandals surrounding a leaked sex tape, and the ongoing bitter feud between his wife and family continue to dominate the tabloids.
What's the real story? And will the couple stand by one another despite the odds being stacked against them, apparently? Amir and Fariel join us now from San Francisco as they reveal the truth. Good morning, both of you. But you are terribly brave here, because Fariel came on the show back in December, and I know that triggered a few interviews in the newspaper with other members of the family speaking out, which you didn't rise to. So by doing this, once again, aren't you just being provocative?
You know, we're here actually today to show everyone that all those divorce rumors and what's been being said in the media is not true. We're not coming to cause problems. It's really just to show that how our marriage is completely fine and we're doing quite well.
Amir, it must be difficult for you because when we spoke to Fariel before, one of my points that I was asking was it must be difficult for you to be stuck in the middle between a wife who you love very much and also a family that you love very much, when those two can't seem to see eye to eye.
Yeah, definitely. You know, obviously it makes it very hard for me. I'm right in the middle of it, and I just want things to be back to normal again. Obviously, I love my wife, I love my family, and I'm right in the middle. But I hope that, things do get sorted out. I speak to my parents now and then. Things are getting better, and we just want to be one happy family again. I'm here in San Francisco at the moment in training camp, so this gives us a bit of time to be, on our own.
And do you think that there is a common ground to be found between Fariel and your family? Is that even possible now?
Yeah, definitely. I think there is. I mean, I'm the son. I'm the oldest son who goes out there, goes in the ring, and fights for a better life for all of us, really. And I want my family and my wife to get along with each other and respect each other. That's the main thing. So that way we can come back to UK after the fight, hopefully after we have a good win, and we can all live like a happy family.
And then, of course, last week things take another dramatic turn when this sex tape that has been rumoured to be milling about for quite a long time finally finds itself online for people to view. How did that happen? How did that even begin?
Well, something, happened a long time ago when I was young, and, I'm now a married man. This was well before my marriage, well before I had my little girl, Lamaisa, and obviously it's come out now and is trying to put me down. All the good things I do, like the charity work and everything, it's kind of putting that shadow over that, and it's upset me more than anything. And also, it just puts us in a very difficult position. But it happened when I was very young, and yeah.
And I really do believe it happened because of what's been going on in the media lately. So I feel like someone's done it out of revenge, someone close to us. So it is upsetting,
that's going on,
and it is unfair.
Problems as well. There's a lot of stuff going on with the family issue and stuff, and I think whoever did it probably thought this is the best time to do it and just want to put us down, really. So
just to clarify what you're saying there, are you suggesting that it could have been a family member that released that tape?
I'm not saying it's a family member or anyone. I mean, I wish I knew who it was, but obviously it had to happen around this time. When things are going, for a reason. I mean, there's so much going on in the Kahn family, and obviously, but I'm not pointing any fingers. It could be anyone. But this was something that happened a long time ago.
I mean, there would be I would have thought, a limited amount of people who would have access to that sort of archive material.
It's not necessarily a family member. I do want to clarify that Amir and I were not together when this happened. He was in another long relationship. We all have a past. We all do silly things, not thinking that one day down the line it's going to come and haunt us, especially when you're in the public eye. I don't necessarily think it's the family. However, Amir has fired loads of team members that used to work for Kahn Boxing and Kahn Promotions. It could be someone you know, some
Some type of
worker.
revenge, really.
Yeah.
You know, and obviously,
So-
being in the public eye and stuff, I think...
It just makes it harder.
Yeah, definitely. I've got my career to look forward to. Also, I do a lot of charity work with the Amir Kahn Foundation. I think it just kind of puts everything right down.
I'm going to have to press you on that just one more time, Amir, because if it could be ex-employees, if it could be family members, all allegedly, we don't know. You say you don't know who it is. How did they even have access to it?
I have no idea. I wish I knew the answer to that. You know, but this is something now I have
It could
to...
be a jealous girlfriend passing it on. But this was like, this story had came out many years ago, and now it's funny that
It got published.
it got published.
But you know, I'm going to use this as a motivation, really. You know, I've got my career ahead of me. I've got big fights ahead of me, and I'm just going to stay focused and not let this get to me one bit. I'm going to use it as a motivation and come back stronger.
I mean, it must, in a certain way, obviously you'd rather this tape not be out there. You'd rather this pressure not on your relationship in the public, people saying that, you know, are they getting divorced, what's happening? But there must be a sense that this has been rumoured for a very long time, that this tape has been there, to finally not have that sort of hanging over you, I guess, of somebody sort of threatening to be able to use it against you. And there must be a sense of relief.
It is as well, you know, to know that it's all out there now. But really, it does upset me because I've got such a massive fan base and a lot of youngsters look up to me. So, you know, it upsets me in that sense where these people see me as a role model, and for the video to come out, you know, it is a little bit sad. But, you know, like I said, this is something that
Especially getting judged over something that was probably, you know, all us youngsters are guilty of, you know, doing things in the past that you don't think, you know, growing up, you look back and laugh at, and you don't think it's going to come out. But because he's such a big name, it did, you know, so it's kind of unfair being in the public eye.
Yeah. So for those people who are watching now, who've been reading all of this stuff in the newspapers, a lot of which you've managed to dispel, how are you guys? How is the marriage?
The marriage is brilliant, you know, obviously it's going really well. I'm here in training camp in San Francisco, and Pharrell's joined me over here, and also Lamaisa, my daughter, who's at home now. But, you know, everything's fine between us. You know, I love my
Our
wife
main
and...
priority is Amir's next fight. You know, all this just is the past that's coming back to kind of put us down. So we just need to, you know, rub it off and be happy.
And just finally, Amir, because I think a lot of boxing fans might be watching today, they want to know about the Kell Brook fight. What's happening there? We just waited 5 years for it, and the clash of British Titans. What's happening?
So basically, my team sat down with Kell Brook and his manager. Obviously, we tried to make the fight, and Kell Brook says he doesn't want the fight, and the fight's not happening. So that's something I didn't want to tweet, but obviously, now you've asked me, I want to tell you guys the real truth. I want the fight, and Kell Brook has just walked away from the fight. He doesn't want the fight.
Do you know, so... I don't know much about the world of boxing. Why would he do that? What would be the motive for him walking away?
I mean, maybe he has other options. Maybe he just doesn't want that big fight. I mean, I think he's just fooling the British public, because I was getting the blame of not having the fight, not taking the fight. And now when I've said, yes, I'll take the fight, you know, Kell Brook's just kind of stepped back and just making excuses now and making me look the bad one. But I wanted to tell you guys that I want the fight, and the answer from Kell Brook and his team was no.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you very much indeed to both of you for talking to us again. Hopefully you won't have to do it again.
I know.
Or if you
I hope
do
that's
next time, it'll be talking about some great sporting triumph.
Yes,
which would be
exactly.
Nice.
Thank you,
guys.
Thank you. Right, still to come on to